Like I am reading these quotes, like if you come out of the lockdown with zero skills, you lack this, that. You do not lack anything. Do not let the internet rush you. So first take care of yourself, not just physically but as well as mentally. Love yourself, be kind to yourself, and then trust me, focusing on other things will be easy. Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So today I have a very different video for you guys, and it's more of a heart to heart. I know you guys enjoy these videos and I wanted to bring another one, especially with the whole thing that's going on around the world right now. I wanted to chat with you guys because I'm more than just your beauty advisor or fashion advisor, whatever you want to call me. So today I want to talk about how you can be happy. And I'm not going to talk about like those regular terms that you read. I'm going to talk about things that has helped me, because if you have been rather following me for a while, you know that I struggle with anxiety and depression. I have been through a crazy phase of depression, and I get panic attacks. So I'm going to share my experience, how I help myself, and what are the things that have helped me in the past. So if you are interested, then definitely keep watching, and yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how we just isolate ourselves when we feel when there's something crazy going on. And I can totally relate to it, because I myself I curl up on my own, and I just don't want to talk to anyone, and I just deal with all the crazy thoughts on my own. But sometimes the best thing to deal with very strong emotions, all these thoughts, and all these overwhelming thoughts, rather, the best thing to do is to just open up to someone very trusted. Now I get it, we don't want to bother or burden our friends or family. Sometimes we don't trust a lot of people around us. So for that it's great to talk to someone who is a professional and who can give you the right advice or just listen to you. Sometimes when someone even listens to you quietly, I think that is just so helpful. It is okay to go to a therapy and to talk to your therapist. A lot of people make it sound like it's something not normal, but it is absolutely normal, especially with the lifestyle that we are living in right now. Not just the 24/7 work schedule and all of it, even like staying at home for so long, all the news that we are consuming, it can take a toll on your mental health. And mental health is important. You need to take care of it as much as you take care of your physical health. It is not abnormal. You are not abnormal if you seek for help, if you are battling with something that is related to your mental health. So do not be ashamed. A lot of people talk to the therapist, they sit like in front of each other and they talk and all of it, and I know it's not easy for a lot of people. So it gives me so much joy to share this with you guys, that there is something called the Sukhi project. Sukhi, yes, you got that right, happy. So the Sukhi project is something that helps you to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. Most important thing that I love about them is the online therapist facility. Like right now we are all social distancing, we cannot go out, and we are all like 24/7, like most of us are at home, right? So this online therapist program is so good. Like you get to connect with a professional and they will give you the right advice, the right opinions, and they are professionals. So they will just help you to not feel overwhelmed with all of these things going around. So I will link the Sukhi project's website in the description box. You can totally check them out. They are very discreet. Whatever information that you will be sharing, that will not be obviously published or shared anywhere. Now I know there have been a lot of memes going around कि हम तो पूरा दिन सोते हैं, या फिर like चलो दोस्तों अभी सो जाओ, सुबह उठ के कुछ नहीं करना है. All of those memes, even I see it. But sometimes you can just sleep throughout the day and still feel tired. And that's when you know that you need to clear your mind. You're not resting from within. You might be sleeping like physically, but mentally your brain is still like processing something. So it is very important to just clear your mind, to just clear your body of all those negativity, all those negative emotions before you go off to bed. A lot of us are addicted to social media, guilty. I keep on playing games with my girlfriends and all of that online. But at the same time, at least 30 minutes before bedtime, try to keep your gadgets in a different room. In that way, the radiations that come out of your devices will not affect your sleep hormones, and will definitely allow you to get tired properly and will allow you to sleep. So yes, you read that right. I'm going to talk about meditation. I can't believe I am saying this, because my father, he has always told me the power of meditation, how much it helps one to be disciplined, and how much it helps to just have more patience, and how much it helps with mental peace. But obviously I was younger, so I never believed in what he was saying, being very honest. But once I started getting a little older, like I remember during my late teens, when I started facing the world, a lot of things started interrupting with my sleep, with my mental peace. I did not have any idea what was going on. So that's how I started meditating. It's not very easy at first, definitely, because I used to be a very restless person. But then with time you get used to it. You do it for first you do it for 1 minute, then 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. And right now I can meditate for more than 30 minutes, which is so amazing. If you again go to the Sukhi Project's website, you will see that they offer something called the online meditation. Yes, you will see an option called online meditation, which will help you so much, especially if you're someone who is very new to meditation or just cannot sit still for 2 minutes. I love meditating in the morning, right in the morning. When the sun is just rising, it is the most beautiful feeling in the world. I feel so much more relaxed, I feel so much more happy, I feel peace within me, and I feel just ready to take on the day. Now, I was just having this conversation with my mummy before shooting this video, that how important it is for a person to do something they love every single day, to just be happy. So when I just do my makeup, the whole process of it is so therapeutic. I just cannot explain. Those of you who are into makeup might understand what I'm trying to say. For my mom, it's definitely telephonic conversation with her sister. And for my dad, it's definitely binge watching a lot of old Bengali movies. So it depends person to person, but make sure you do something that is making you happy every single day. I don't know about everyone else, but when it comes to me, prayer for me is just talking to God. You don't necessarily have to buy, a lot of, books, and you have to read this, that. Definitely it helps. You can totally, once you are into it, you can totally do that. But initially just sit down, be thankful, practice gratitude. In the morning when you wake up or just before going to bed, write about the things that made you smile that day. Even if you had a bad day, there had to be something that was good. Probably the meal that was cooked at home for you. Probably the roof that is above your head. Probably the fresh drinking water that you got to drink that day. So these are the little things that you need to be grateful for. We took going out for granted, and now you see how much we are missing it. So everything that we use on a daily basis, sometimes we get so used to it. Maybe the electric geyser or the air conditioner. But at the end of the day, when these things stop working for a while, we are like, oh my god, what I'm going to do without them. So it is very important to practice gratitude, because I personally believe whatever you radiate, that's what you get back. So if you radiate positivity, it will come back to you. So have patience, practice gratitude, and definitely pray your heart out in your own language, in your heart's language. So yes, you read that right. Forgiveness is the last point. So when someone does something wrong and you feel hurt, you feel betrayed, then comes the stage of seeking revenge. And it's until unless I hurt that person equally or even more, it's not going to make me happy. But at the same time, when you do that, sometimes you end up messing up with your own mental health, with your own well-being. So I'm pretty sure that in life you will go through a lot of situations, or have already, that will just want you to react immediately, react in a very negative way. And that might feel right for 2 seconds, but in the long run, the thought of it and the entire process of it will end up making you weary from within. No matter how much you sleep, how much you spend on this thing, that thing, whatever, if your heart is not clear, if your mind is not at peace, then nothing is going to help. It's the next time someone talks behind you or someone whom you thought was your ride and die ends up hurting you, don't go after them or don't just, expose them in front of the world. All you have to do is smile at that person, have faith, and just move on with your life. That is the best revenge. Forgive them. So that's it for this video. I'm so grateful to the Sukhi Projects team for reaching out to me and for letting me know about the wonderful work that they are doing. I'm so happy that they are providing, personalized and customized assessments, therapy session, meditation, and all of it for everyone out there. So I hope this video will help you all. Share this video with your friends and family or just on your Facebook wall. You never know, who is going to benefit from this video. And yes, I'll see you guys super soon. Till then, take care. I love you all. Bye bye.